It is truly, truly time to wake the F up. The freight train has left the building. In today's video, we're going to break down how XRP and Ripple is talked about inside the International Monetary Fund. And we're going to break down how the capital markets are starting to shake a little bit. I'm going to show you how a company decreased 58% in their overall profit in Q2. We predicted in 2022, the ripple effect of interest rates are coming fast and furious. But take a deep breath. This is the greatest time in human history to transform your family's life, wealth, and health. Down below, we've helped over 7,000 warriors worldwide transform their mind through my 120-day challenge, learning how to get your shit together in the greatest economic times. We also are licensed insurance agents helping people with infinity banking concept and understanding how to get their retirement number and get to those numbers. A free consultation down below. And before we kick it off here, we have our Revive retreat. There's only 10 spots left. They are filling up very, very fast. So the Revive retreat is a very special retreat that we do every single year. It has nothing to do with financial, has nothing to do with wealth. It has to do with grounding yourself. Day 1 is fire. Day 2 is rediscover earth and air. And day 3 is reconnect water. And then day 4 is implement and revitalize as we go into the craziest shift in our economic and spiritual times. It's a private location in Arizona where 30 warriors go deep with me for 4 days. All right, so let's dive into it, warriors. All right, XRP futures set open interest record high for 2023. You're going to hear tons of news around XRP. Okay, so first they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it. So now we're heading into the regulation and joining phase. You're going to see a lot of narratives around this. Now, I'm just going to put this out there. This is my speculation. Though no matter how much excitement, there's going to be a lot of FUD on the back end of the year. Okay. It's all economic cycles. With interest rates going up, there's a massive transformation in our financial system. America's at 120% debt to income ratio. About 30% of our debt's outside the United States held by foreign adversaries. And we are bankrupt as a country. Just like 1971, when people went to go turn their money in for their gold, they said, we're going to protect you from the speculators because they didn't have enough gold to back our money. Every single dollar in the system is someone else's debt. So when you put your money in the bank, that is someone else's debt in society. So unless we keep the debt-based cycle going, this monetary system can't continue. Or you can start to move money at the speed of light 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, which is the velocity of money. So open interest on XRP tracked futures climbed over 1.1 billion in the past 24 hours. This was on July 19th, topping 1 billion level touched last week and setting a record high for the year. XRP tokens surged as much as 6% for the second straight day. Gains even major cryptocurrencies remained a little changed as data shows. The token touched 80 cents, and I think it's pumping again today. And then we got some, I think FedNow Services launches today. And I just want to show you this news really quickly. I'm going to share with you guys, August, there's going to be a big transition. There's going to be a massive transition. You're going to start to see the biggest changes you've ever seen in your economic history. And this is it, guys. This is it. This is the moment we have been waiting for. So U.S. securities regulator disappointed with defeat over Ripple XRP. Sorry, Gary Gensler. He's a little upset that Ripple got defeated, and I want to dive into this. So let's dive into the nitty gritty, right? Let's talk about facts, figures, numbers, logic. We can report the news all day, but let's talk about what the biggest financial, what would you call it, an institution or regulatory frameworks that actually run our monetary system, like the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. This is off of their website. This is on March 3rd, 2023. It said trust, keyword trust bridges and money flows, a digital marketplace to improve cross-border payments. So as you told, cryptocurrency is a fraud. Okay, Bitcoin's used for money laundering, but blockchain technology and DLT is here to stay. It says transactions are possibly only where trust links exist. Keyword, they're saying it's only where trust links exist. Interoperability between different forms of money can thus be conceptualized as a network of trusted links necessary for transaction. Traditionally, across borders, trust links involve exclusive bilateral credit relationships among correspondent banks. However, the fixed costs required to build these links foster an expensive and concentrated system. Very, very important. However, the fixed costs required to build these links is fostered is an expensive concentrated system. So I shared this with you guys. The reason why Ripple and these innovative technologies are so important to the banking system and why they're mentioned in all these documents is because they can help institutions transform very, very quickly. Guys, it is very expensive for a bank to go in and implement this, but Ripple can come up with their cloud computing systems and get them up very quickly. The paper interprets different payment arrangements in terms of the implied trust structures. Keyword is trust, right? It discusses how the tokenization of money alters trust links and allows for potentially more efficient markets structured to exchange money. Let's dive a little bit deeper into here, okay? So this is the IMF document right here. Let's get over here, okay? So if you look here, you got FinTech Notes, Trusted Bridge, and Money Flows, a digital marketplace to improve cross-border payments. And this was on, I think this was March, okay, of 2023, as everything was being told it was a fraud here. If we just type in XRP inside the glossary, it says XRP, crypto asset by Ripple. USD coin is mentioned in here. RTGS, which is real gross settlements. LP liquidity pool. So actually, we have USDC, USD coin, and XRP are the only ones mentioned in here, which is interesting. It says the models arise as private settlements, assets, and marketplace, such as Ripple's XRP, an open source marketplace such as Stellar's Foundation, or recently, actually mentioned Stellar, recently DeFi networks and marketplace and settlements asset based on unbacked crypto assets such as Strike, which leverage Bitcoin and Lightning Network. Interesting. So it has XRP in here. It mentions Stellar. This is the type of stuff that's being mentioned in the documents, which is interesting. And XRP is the only currency, cryptocurrency, and the brand new monetary system that has regulatory clarity. Okay, so we got US SEC. This was breaking news yesterday. They accept 6 spot Bitcoin ETF proposals for review. It says the US Securities and Exchange Commission has accepted applications to create a spot Bitcoin exchange trade funds from 6 firms, including BlackRock, for review for the first step in the agency's process for deciding whether or not to approve the latest round of proposals. I'm going to predict that they are going to approve them. The SEC also formally acknowledged applications from Bitwise, VanEck, WisdomTree, Fidelity, and other Invesco, for similar spot Bitcoin ETFs, with those proposals appearing on the Federal Register Tuesday and Wednesday. So those appeared on the Federal Register for Tuesday and Wednesday. We should have a decision. And if we get a decision, yes, that's going to pump the markets a little bit, okay? We also have the Fed's meeting today around interest rates, which I'll show you in just a moment. So you should see they may be increasing interest rates. They're going to keep increasing interest rates, just so you know. It's about, how do I say this? It's about transforming the middle class down to the working poor. Just put it that way. Okay. So Goldman Sachs, this was interesting. I want to show you guys. And to me, this is a signal of what is to come in these large organizations and companies because they no longer have access to cheap capital. Goldman Sachs profits plunged 58% in Q2. The results are likely to intensify the scrutiny of CEO David Solomon, who is wrestling with everything from partner unrest to concerns about his strategy. Profits plunged at Goldman Sachs during the second quarter as Wall Street giant struggled with its core business of deal making and trading while taking nearly $1 billion impairment charges on consumer and commercial real estate holdings. Goldman Sachs investment banking revenues declined 20% from a year ago. Trading dropped 14%. That and impairment charges helped drag earnings down 58% to $1.2 billion. Okay. What is happening in the markets, guys, is people are exiting. The big money is exiting out of capital markets into safer things. Gold, silver. I believe Bitcoin is going to be a store of value for people. It's going to be a hedge against these crazy markets. They know what's coming, guys. Very smart people. They understand what's coming. They're raising interest rates, which is going to suck the liquidity out of the banks. There's a bunch of banks and people sitting on these 10-year treasury bonds. That yield inverted, guys. Smaller term treasury bonds, you're getting a lot more money on it. So what that does is it sucks the liquidity out of a bank that has no liquidity. You are the liquidity. If you lose your job and you're not depositing money and you're not getting loans and you're not putting money into the capital markets, well, companies like this start to lose their trading fees. Okay. They don't have money in the system to be able to lend it back out. So what I believe is happening is we're seeing a catastrophic transformation of a financial system. And I think what's going to happen is the catalyst is going to have us wake up in a brand new monetary system. Okay. So this is what I wanted to bring up to you guys is July 17th, 2023. The Fed is debating getting rate hikes out of the way sooner. Okay. They are going to raise rates. Jerome Powell said we're going to continue to raise rates through 2024. So I'll keep it very simple. As rates go up, they bring down inflation, right? The problem with this, as rates go up, if you have a variable rate on a credit card, anything, right? Your payments skyrocket. Rent's gone up about 30%. Inflation was a cumulative 17% since 2020. So sitting in 2020, if you made $100,000, you now make around $83,000 without doing anything. Now, with interest rates going up, you can no longer borrow your way out of a problem. The consumer credit index is the highest it's ever been in our living history. America's at 120% debt to income ratio. They have to suspend the debt ceiling to pay for critical services. America is in a very dangerous position, and most people in America are in a bad position as well. So, problem, reaction, solution. Whoever creates a problem creates a reaction, and the people is the same person that comes up with the solution. So what I've done is I've diversified across different platforms. I'm heavily vested in crypto. I'm not married to crypto. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. But I think it's pretty. It went from very speculative to non-speculative to me around XRP because now we have clarity, right? That signaled to me that the financial advisors and the tax accountants that fudded you and the drunk uncle that fudded you out of cryptocurrency were wrong. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. What they are right about is there's going to be a lot of cryptos that are going to get wrecked with regulation. But I think if you're watching this channel, you're probably not into those cryptocurrencies. You're not chasing pump and dumps. You're not chasing influencers or promoting meme coins. Okay. We have built our ecosystem off building our own financial wealth by building our own ecosystems. We're not sponsored by anybody. We don't get money from any cryptocurrency company. So anything we share is just information that we're doing ourselves. We also use index universal life, okay, infinity banking concept. So when crypto goes parabolic, we use our revolutionary app that's going to be coming out, Merlin. We do our exit strategy. We exit the market. We go into index universal life. We're also going to be securing in more silver, and I'm going to be getting into gold. We're also getting into real estate. We'd like to go vertical apartment complexes as we go into next year. Okay. And then my specialty and me and my CFO specialty is business. We have scaled in different areas of information, technology, and attention. Transformation of business is here, guys. Gas and oil is dead. The new gas and oil is attention, data, and information. So social media is a very powerful tool for you to get your personal story out there and to educate other people and to build ecosystems. Okay, so it's a very important, critical time right now, but take a deep breath. I love you. It's going to be okay. But indecision is a decision. Not taking action is action. There is no get rich quick. It doesn't exist. You have to rewire the foundation to end up in a new situation. And yes, I will repeat the same things over and over and over and over again with risk of losing followers because what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. So what you're experiencing within your current reality right now is your decisions and behaviors done for a long enough period of time, holding that frequency to create the new reality. So as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, if you want a new reality, you got to change your personality. You got to change the activities and behaviors you're doing. You got to change the food you're ingesting, the things you're seeing and the things you're hearing. So it doesn't matter if you become a millionaire in crypto. What matters is who you become in the process. That's the key to this. That's why I say, get your shit together. I'm looking in the mirror talking to myself right now. I'm focused on working harder on myself than I do anything else, diving into my spirituality, raising into my higher Christ consciousness, following the life of Jesus, following the teachings of Jesus, excuse me. And I love God. I love humanity with all my heart, unconditionally loving others. And I follow the commandment, love God with all my heart and love you as I love God. Loving people unconditionally without expectations, pulling the log out of my eye before I pull the straw out of your eyes. And that's what I'm here to do. But I hope that this message reaches you well. It's the greatest time in human history. But you can't do the same thing if you want something different. That's a definition of insanity. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Everything in the description down below will help support you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.